Hi, beautiful souls. Today I'll be talking about 10 life changing self care rituals for highly sensitive people. So, number one, create a sensory friendly morning ritual. So, for me, what I do is I don't set an alarm for myself unless I need to. If there's something that's super early in the morning that I want to make sure that I wake up for, then I'll set an alarm. So if you can, don't set an alarm. But if you need to set an alarm, make sure that your alarm is set to a tone that's very soothing. For example, it could be ocean waves, it could be chirping, birds chirping, it could be anything that you find soothing and not jarring to your nervous system. And then just make sure that you're not rushed in the morning. So maybe when you wake up, the night before, for example, you can have everything ready. So when you wake up, like your clothes are ready to go. You don't have to think about what you're going to wear that day. If you have kids, same thing. You, prep everything the night before so that you don't feel rushed in the morning and there are not too many things that you need to do in the morning. And the reason that this works is because you want to start your day on the right foot. You want to start your day in a nice, balanced nervous system and not rattle your nervous system from the beginning of the day. And then number two is protect your energy with transition time. And what this means is, for example, if you're working and let's say that you have meetings throughout the day, you just take some breaks in between your meetings. Just take a 1 or 2 minute break just to transition from one meeting to the other, to be able to reset your nervous system and be able to do something like maybe drink a cup of hot tea if that's something that you like, or maybe take a minute to journal, or take a minute to listen to one of your favorite songs that is very soothing to you and your nervous system. Anything that gives you a tiny bit of break in between one meeting and the next. Why this works is because we as highly sensitive people need to release any kind of overstimulation that our body is feeling, and even small breaks gives our body a chance to release the tension and rebalance the nervous system. Number three is curate your sensory diet. And what this means is that you want to be intentional and mindful with everything that you allow into your space. For example, your clothing. I tend to choose very soft, soothing clothing, some fabrics that feel very nice to the touch. They're soft, they're breathable, they're comfortable. I tend to choose comfort and still be stylish, but you can be comfortable and stylish so that I feel good in the clothing that I'm wearing, that it's comfortable. I don't feel any kind of restriction or discomfort of any sort. And then, for example, other stimuli like lighting. As much as you have control over it, choose lighting that is not harsh. So fluorescent lighting, for example, is not good for us at all. It's way too harsh for us. So anything that's more of a soothing, maybe warm colored lighting. Sounds, make sure that there's not too much noise around you, and if there is, maybe you can help yourself by wearing noise cancellation headsets or earplugs. Just be very mindful of what you bring in to your environment, and do remember that anything that is over, everything that could cause you to get overstimulated that you have control over, you should definitely take advantage of that and manage it, and be mindful of what you let into your environment, because any kind of sensory stimuli does impact our mood and ultimately our nervous system. So it's good for us to be mindful of and intentional about it. If you're a highly sensitive person and you would like to work with me on a one-on-one basis, I offer a 15-minute complimentary session, and the link is in the description. Number four is establish firm digital boundaries. So our nervous system can't constantly be hearing all these notifications that are coming from various sources. So it's best to just turn off your notification. Like what I do is I turn off all my notifications, and then but then if I know I'm expecting a text message, for example, and I need to be mindful to respond right away, then I'll turn on the notifications only for the duration that is necessary, and then I turn it back off. And just also having offline hours with from your cell phone and computer or any devices, just even if it's for half an hour or an hour, just put your phone or computer somewhere where it would be hard for you to get to. For example, what I do is I put everything upstairs. I put it all in the charger upstairs, and then I give myself that break. And then if I want to go get my phone, if that means that I have to go all the way upstairs in order to get it, which is a deterrent for me. So I would be less likely to get up and go upstairs to get my cell phone or my computer. And why this works is because it reduces the cognitive overstimulation and it improves mental focus. Number 5, practice emotionally gentle goal setting. What this means is don't have a huge list of to-dos for every day, right? So you can have a long list of to-dos, but for a daily basis, you just choose 3 items from that list that's important to you and you want to focus on them. And what this helps you prioritize your to-do list, first of all, and choose the ones that are really important for that day and not the ones that are screaming at you to get them done. So, and then also it makes you more focused, more effective, more efficient, and it doesn't rattle your nervous system. Why this works is that it doesn't bring in that shame or guilty feeling that, oh my God, I didn't get all these things done from my to-do list. If you have 3 items on your to-do list, it's very manageable for you to get those items done. And then, of course, if you finish them and you have time to do more, then you can pull more from your master to-do list. But your daily to-do list should really be focused on 3 items. And then number 6 is honor your sensitivity instead of fighting it. So, we have a tendency as highly sensitive people to see our sensitivity as a weakness. Don't see it as a weakness. I see it as a strength because it truly is a strength. There are so many things to be thankful for being highly sensitive. Your creativity, that's huge. Focus on tasks or work that brings out your creativity so that you can feel confident, that when you accomplish something that is creative and you see how beautiful your work is, then that gives you that boost, that confidence boost. Use your talent around discernment and being able to pick up on subtleties that other people miss. Use your talent around being able to read people and have empathy for people. So a lot of people, you might be able to walk into a meeting room, for example, where there are 15 to 20 people there, and you're able to read the room, you're able to read the energy, you're able to read each and every person and know what works for one person and what doesn't and what they need. You have an amazing talent for picking up, energy from each person and knowing what it is that they're thinking or that they're needing. So hone in on all these beautiful talents that you have and strengths that you have and concentrate on that, because number 1, why not? It's your strength. The more you use them, the better they get. And number 2, it gives you a boost in your confidence level. And number 3, the more you focus on your positives and on your strengths, the stronger that habit becomes for you and that way of life becomes for you. And the less you'll focus on criticizing yourself and being down on yourself, or because we are born that way, right? We're born to be perfectionists. We're born to be self-critical. So you want to balance that out with finding your strengths and, celebrating your strengths and figuring out what is your superpower amongst all the strengths that you have. What is the 1 or 2 or 3 things that people constantly praise you on? And most likely that is your superpower. Number 7 is keep an Overwhelm first aid kit. So that's just a small bag that has all the essentials that you need in case you are overstimulated and you go into the fight or flight state where your logical brain is not going to be working and it's not going to be sharp. So when you are overstimulated, you can go to this first aid kit and it'll have your noise cancellation headset, it'll have earplugs for you, it'll have maybe a little note that tells you all the things that help you, like do a 1-minute meditation or do a 1 or 2 minute somatic practice, like a little cheat sheet for yourself to remind yourself what your body needs in a moment like this. When our body is in a fight or flight state, we don't think the same way that we do when we are in the rest and digest state. So when we're in the rest and digest state, we're sharper, our brains work better, our logical brain works is much sharper. We're able to face anything that is coming at us. We don't get frazzled. We're just very, very, I guess, balanced or in tune with what's going on, what's needed, right? So why this works is it gives you a quick rescue plan. So you don't actually have to think about anything. You automatically go, okay, when I'm in this fight or flight state, I go to my emergency first aid kit and it has everything that I need to soothe myself. Number 8 is practice nervous system regulation on a daily basis. So think of this as an instrument. Let's say that it's a guitar. If you don't tune that guitar on a regular basis, it's not going to play beautifully like it does when it's tuned, right? And no matter how great of a player you are, if your guitar is not tuned, it's not going to play well. So the same thing is with your nervous system. If you don't reset and rebalance your nervous system on a daily basis, your nervous system is not going to be regulated. So somatic practice is a great way of regulating your nervous system. That could be shaking your body, that could be meditation, breath work. It could be, what else? Standing on a vibration plate. There's so many somatic practices out there that you could be doing. It could be yoga, it could be a walk in nature. Nature is an amazing place to regulate your nervous system. It's the best place to regulate your nervous system. Why this works is because it's a great way to make sure that your body and your nervous system is always in a calm state, and it like is able to manage, bouncing back from a stressful situation, for example. Number 9 is nurture deep rest, not just sleep. So often highly sensitive people, when as soon as we wake up, our brains start working, right? Not just working, but I mean processing on a deep level. So processing things on a very thorough level. So we're picking up on a lot of stimuli that other people are missing. So what you want to do is make sure that you, before you start your nighttime ritual to get ready for bed, that there are rituals that you follow on a nightly basis to make sure that you get a really good night's rest, and you also get rest in a different way than just sleeping. For example, I like to practice restorative yoga. Restorative yoga is such an amazing way for me to just restore my entire body, physically, mentally, emotionally, my nervous system, everything, my entire system I'm able to just reset it, and just melt into the various poses that really bring a lot of calm and serenity into my body. So you can do restorative yoga practice. You could have rituals like lighting up a candle, or I also like to use a red light bulb before I go to bed, like an hour before I'm going to go to bed. I turn on the red light. That automatically signals to my body that, oh, okay, this is my nighttime ritual. I'm going to go I'm going to be preparing to go to sleep. So the red light basically naturally brings in a lot of melatonin into your body, and that helps you sleep better at night. So any practice before sleeping that's going to enhance your sleep is a really good way of making sure that your body gets the rest that it needs. And why this works is that having a restful body and mind, just you recharge your emotional state and capacity, and it's not just your body that's resting. Your entire being is getting the rest that it needs and is going to be ready for the next day. And number 10 is build a supportive inner circle. This is very important for highly sensitive people. If you do have other highly sensitive people in your life, it's even best if you can have those, like make sure those people are in your inner circle and you spend a lot of time with them, because it's really good for us to see other highly sensitive people so that we can see, oh, okay, this way that I react, this person reacts the same way. So it's okay. So it's not like I'm not strange or I'm not different or whatever. Like there's nothing wrong with me. Look, this other person who I love so much and I admire so much, who's super smart, talented, creative, has a great life for themselves, also has the same tendencies that I do. It's really good for us to see that because we tend to be very self critical and we may not see those strengths in ourselves. But when we see it in someone else, then we're able to see it more clearly and it's more strongly. So it's good for us to be surrounded by highly sensitive people. If you don't have a highly sensitive person, just surround yourself with even one or two people that really understand you and get you and understand your sensitivity, and they don't judge you for your sensitivity. That's really important. It's very critical to have those people in your life. And why this works is because emotional safety is very important to us as highly sensitive people. So we definitely want to be able to be surrounded by people that give us that emotional safety that our body craves. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope it resonated with you. If you would like to work with me on a one-on-one basis, I offer a 15-minute complimentary session and the link is in the description. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.